Hello internet. Once again, welcome back to our channel.
In 400 meters, turn left onto Avenue Honarigui, Rue I-73.
Another beautiful Saturday in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. This one will be quite a long ride as we will be heading to Yopougon, the vibrant suburb in Abidjan. Let us explore together and see how
Take the next left
it will
onto
look
Avenue
like.
Honarigui, Rue I-73.
Once again, welcome back and enjoy the ride. Moving from Abidjan Mall, as you can see there, to Yopougon and Abidjan.
In 500 meters, turn right onto Boulevard Germain Coffee Gado, Boulevard François Mitterrand.
The road looks quite cool. It's normally it's Saturday. I'm hoping to have a beautiful ride. And sometimes it's quite hectic to move around. But with the introduction of Abidjan Metro, I strongly
Turn
believe
right onto
that
Boulevard Germain Coffee Gado, Boulevard François Mitterrand.
traffic will ease the upcoming years normally. That's what happened just today. Quite traffic. Just the conductor there is stopping. Stop at the wrong place. There's ongoing work around here.
Continue on Boulevard François Mitterrand for 1 kilometer.
The upcoming bridge. So, and it's fully funded by the Japanese government. So, often they'll start like this, then the road will move on the other side. Then the bridge will be installed where we are driving from the last project.
Anxiety in Men, How the Bible Can Help. When you think of a person who is dealing with anxiety, you might picture someone who is paralyzed with fear, someone who can barely get out of bed in the morning, or someone who talks a lot about endless worries. The footnote reads, in this article, the term anxiety refers not to a serious medical condition, but to daily stresses or worries that overwhelm a person. Those dealing with a medical condition may choose to seek professional help. End of footnote. Some people do react in those ways when dealing with anxiety, but researchers have found that others, especially men, may tend to react differently. One report states that men are more likely to use alcohol and drugs to cope with anxiety. So what looks like a drinking problem may actually be an underlying anxiety disorder. And anxiety in men often manifests as anger and irritability. Of course, not all men react the same way. But regardless of a person's reaction to it, anxiety is a growing problem in these critical times that are hard to deal with. 2 Timothy 3:1. If you are dealing with anxiety, can the Bible help you? Practical Bible advice on dealing with anxiety. The Bible contains a wealth of reliable advice that can help us when we are anxious. Consider 3 examples. 1. Never be anxious about the next day, for the next day will have its own anxieties. Each day has enough of its own troubles. Matthew 6:34. Meaning, we are wise to avoid excessive worry about what may or may not happen in the future. Oftentimes, things do not turn out the way we fear they will. In some cases, things even unexpectedly change for the better. Try this. Recall times in the past when you were certain that something bad would happen, but it did not. Then evaluate your current worries, trying to be as realistic as possible about how likely they are to become major issues. 2. As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens his friend. Proverbs 27:17. Meaning, other people can help us deal with our anxieties if we let them. They may be able to give us some practical suggestions based on their own life experience. At the very least, they can probably give us an outside perspective on the situation. Try this. Think of someone who might have good advice to offer, such as a friend who has dealt with a problem similar to one you are facing. Ask him what worked or did not work for him. 3. Throw all your anxiety or cares, worries, footnote, on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Meaning, God has deep concern for those who are suffering. He invites us to pray to Him about anything that weighs on our mind. Try this. Make a list of things that are causing you anxiety. Then pray to God about those concerns. Explain each problem and ask Him for His help to deal with it. When anxiety will be no more. The Bible offers more than advice on dealing with anxiety. It promises a time in the near future when the worries we have today will be gone forever. How will that happen? God's kingdom will eliminate the root causes of anxiety. In fact, under the rulership of that kingdom, even the memory of anxieties and stresses will not plague us. This is the future that the God who gives peace wants for you. Romans 16:20. He assures us, I well know the thoughts that I am thinking toward you, thoughts of peace and not of calamity, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11.
Road that goes to Burkina Faso, Mali, so the north side of Ivory Coast, and also the same road that leads to the industrial hub of Zone Economic Côte d'Ivoire.
Did the Bible predict the way people think and act today? The Bible's answer: yes. The Bible foretold that people in general would change for the worse during our time. It indicated that this change would lead to a large-scale moral decay and collapse of social values. The footnote reads, Bible prophecy and world conditions identify our time as the last days, which would be marked by critical or perilous times. 2 Timothy 3:1, King James Version. For more information, see What is the sign of the last days or end times? End of footnote. But the Bible also foretold that some people would not succumb to this breakdown. Rather, with God's help, they would work to overcome negative influences and to bring their thinking and actions in line with His will. What did the Bible foretell about people's thinking and actions in our day? The Bible describes a variety of negative traits and actions that would become commonplace, all rooted in selfishness. People would be without self-control, lovers of themselves, and lovers of pleasures rather than lovers of God. 2 Timothy 3:2-4. True to that prophecy, people in our day are often self-absorbed, focused on self-interest, self-gratification, self-fulfillment, and so forth. These traits are so common that some groups have been called the me generation, and even the me generation. Many people are so interested in themselves that they are without love of goodness, lacking the capacity to love good qualities. Being unthankful, they feel no need to show gratitude for what they have or for what others do for them. 2 Timothy 3:2-3. Selfishness is at the root of other attitudes that serve as a sign of our time. Greedy. Lovers of money are not uncommon, often measuring their success in life by their income or possessions. 2 Timothy 3:2. Proud. Many are boastful, haughty, and puffed up with pride. 2 Timothy 3:2-4. Such ones brag and exaggerate their abilities, qualities, or wealth. Slanderous. Blasphemers and slanderers are widespread. These expressions can refer to those who insult other people or God, or who lie about them. Obstinate. Many people are disloyal, not open to any agreement, betrayers, and headstrong. 2 Timothy 3:2-4. They show these qualities by refusing to negotiate, to work out solutions, or to honor agreements they have previously made. Violent. Many today are fierce, readily giving in to anger, which often leads to brutal or savage actions. Lawless. Jesus foretold an increasing of lawlessness during our time. Matthew 24:12. He also predicted widespread disturbances or uprisings. Lacking family love. Those who are disobedient to parents and have no natural family affection have produced a surge in domestic neglect, abuse, and violence. 2 Timothy 3:2-3. Religiously hypocritical. An increasing number of people have a mere appearance of godliness. 2 Timothy 3:5. Rather than submit to God's will, they follow religious leaders who tell them what they want to hear. What effect would selfish people have on others? Rampant selfishness has produced an epidemic of mental and emotional distress. For instance, some who are lovers of money exploit others. People having no natural affection may abuse family members, which can make those family members depressed or suicidal. And every betrayer or disloyal person leaves emotional scars on the victims of their betrayal or disloyalty. Why would people in general change for the worse? The Bible explains the underlying reasons for the change in people. Genuine love of God and neighbor is decreasing. As it does, selfishness increases. Satan the devil has been cast out of heaven and confined to the vicinity of the earth. Since then, his wicked, selfish influence over the world of mankind has grown. How should we react to the negative changes in people? God's word states, "Stay away from those people." 2 Timothy 3:5, easy to read version. This does not mean that we should isolate ourselves from society. Instead, we should avoid making close friends with those who live selfish, godless lives. Would everyone become worse? No. The Bible foretold that some would be sighing and groaning over all the detestable things that are being done.
Welcome to Yopougon.
Slide right onto the ramp to Boulevard Lanzeni Coulibaly. Continue on Boulevard Lanzeni Coulibaly for 1.5 kilometers.
Yopougon is very, very busy, vibrant. She's getting. C'est cool. Area is super busy. But amazing, quite nice. This is the originality of ours in Africa. You can see the African vibration over here. Quite cool. Yopougon, Abidjan. Wow. Driving around, guys, is also easy. A lot of cars, motorbikes. So one must be very, very careful looking around and just stop. There's no way. Good. That's good. Live from Yopougon, Abidjan. Wow. Yeah, it's super busy, guys. Super busy over here. Looks nice. You can see the African identity. This is how things happen in Africa. We like to be busy, supporting each other, buying from one another. So this was a nice one at Yopougon.
Turn left onto Avenue Marguerite Sacco, Rue Princesse. Take the next left onto Avenue Marguerite Sacco, Rue Princesse.
Ezekiel 9:4. They would reject selfishness and guide their lives by God's standards. Their speech and actions would be notably different from those of people in general. For example, they would try to maintain peace with all people and would reject wars and violence. Will all human society ultimately descend into complete chaos? No, human society will not break down completely. Instead, God will soon remove the people who are determined to violate His standards. He will establish a new earth, a new human society here on our earth, where meek people will live in peace forever. 2 Peter 3:13. This hope is not a fantasy. Even now, the Bible is helping people to change their lives in harmony with God's righteous ways. Haven't people always acted this way? Yes, even in Bible times, some people were selfish and godless. However, the Bible foretold that during the last days, wicked men and impostors would advance from bad to worse. 2 Timothy 3:13. And just as the Bible predicted, people now display bad traits with a greater scope and intensity than ever before. The footnote reads, other features of the sign of the last days, such as war, earthquakes, famine, and disease epidemics, have also occurred in the past. However, the scale of such events happening at the same time is unprecedented. End of footnote.
Flying. Like that. Yopougon. Let's see. Where are we heading now? Plateau. This one was the last one. That's right. And then there is Tower F in front of us. From here, we passed via. Oh God, I have no idea where. This will be the same. Bonsoir madame. Merci beaucoup. So the toll gate is just 500. So far. Now we are heading to Plateau. Adjamé, no more Yopougon, so we are in Adjamé here. But we didn't enter the busiest area of the market. Here is just the exit side of Adjamé from Yopougon. Still looks also quite busy. It's busy over here. Welcome to Plateau. beautiful houses. Where you have the lagoon in front of us. And the area is still also under development. But it's quite beautiful, nice around. Again, with less comments. Welcome to Abidjan, and show you our short ride. So by the way, here we are at the bay, Riviera Golf. So behind Riviera Golf, that's where are those cities located. Quite nice, beautiful neighborhoods. A lot of apartments to rent. So if you are willing to travel Abidjan and looking for one nice neighborhood where you have houses and apartments that you can see there normally. That is the lagoon on the other side. The lagoon. And here the people that are doing some gardening. Very nice. Let me speak to the people there to see if we can share something with them. Beach is not really developed. The lagoon is its own state, but the neighborhood is quite cool here. Beautiful 3-bedroom houses. Most of them rent. Believe me, you need to have your pocket muscle maybe well suited, because some apartments here goes for $5,000 a month just to rent. I'm seeing one pamphlet here. This one is to let. That is it. That is the number.